Oh, making it now. Peace and love, family. This Chris, the alkaline man, with his baby girl, London. And we talking about this snack thing again, right? So we're talking about fruit snacks. My baby wants a snack. She thinks the snack is cakes.
Cookies, donuts,
Right.
chicken nuggets,
Oh.
boxes,
Okay.
fruits.
Right, and that's what Daddy is at. Daddy's like, no,
Fruit
we're
is
gonna
not
have
good
some.
for you.
We want fruit. See, so we have this whole misconception that, commercial products has now introduced
And fruit
to
is
us.
not good for
Fruit
you.
is
Fruit
it
good for
is
you.
a snack, but they have actually made it called fruit snacks, and then now they make it in little gummy packs. So it got kids away from eating real fruits because now they make these little gummies and they call them fruit snacks. Now, don't get me wrong, I loved them too when I was a kid, but understanding that that is not what a fruit snack is. An original fruit snack is you cutting up some watermelons, some grapes, some strawberries, bananas, all those little
My daddy.
all those little things that they put in a fruit snack as gummies are the original fruit snacks that you're supposed to be eating. And it's the same with fruit juice. Now they make all these different types of tropical punch and fruit when you could just have the fruit itself. So instead of drinking these juices that have this high sugary acidic beverage that you're actually consuming while you're eating, you should actually have a piece of fruit to help you go to wash your food down. That is what the whole point of that is. So
I don't get it.
now you don't want kids, they never want to get it. They never want to get it because of the commercial products, right? So
Commercial products, oh my God.
see what I'm saying? So now that leaves an uphill battle fight for us.
No
All right.
battles in here. Not like that. Like fight the chicken nugget, daddy.
Oh man, the chemicals in these products, man. We gotta do better. All right.
Hey.
Love y'all. Peace and love. All right. Peace and light.
Don't turn it on.
And we out of here. Peace.
God.
This video is a continuation about healthy snacks. Really wanted to talk about watermelon and how important and essential it is. Once again, we have to have fruits and vegetables with high water content. Watermelon has about 92% water, right? Henceforth the name watermelon. We got to get off the stereotype of watermelon, I understand that, there's a lot of stereotypes about black people loving to eat their watermelon. Well, particularly there's a reason why we enjoy watermelon and why it's made during the time of year. Once again, you have to eat based off of the season that is in. So a lot of time we're into consuming foods that are not in season, and then we wonder how our body does when we try to consume these things when they're not in season for the environment that we are actually living in at the point in time. But this is a whole nother story, and that's really based specifically on diet. Why I normally like to practice a balanced diet, why I don't give up meat per se, because I don't necessarily live in a tropical climate. So that's a whole nother discussion that I have later on about dieting. But right now, this one is about watermelon, right? So watermelon is native to Africa, okay? So we already know, based on what the environment is in Africa, right? And it's conditions there, it's heat, right? Heat related. So Mother Nature is going to give you something that you're going to need in order to adapt to the environment that it's in, right? The condition is going to provide what you need for the environment, for the condition that you're living in. Henceforth, you get watermelons. dating back all the way to the about 5,000 years ago. We're talking about watermelon was grown in the deserts, right? So this is essential for multiple reasons, okay? As a bust it open, right? It's colored in red, okay? As you start to cut a watermelon open, it's colored in red, right? Those things are beta carotene, all right? Like it's in your tomatoes, your carrots, and so forth. Now, those are mood balancing chemicals, okay, per se, right? So these things actually have an effect on your mood, So once again, we're getting back into chemical and how water actually has a chemical balance within your body. So it's based off of what you are actually consuming that actually has an effect on your life, right? So once again, talking about the mental health, we want to try to dive into that from a philosophical point and trying to understand why people go through some of the things that they're doing. But we need to look at their diet first before we start examining their head from the outside, because most of our problems are all internal. Things happen internally before they affect you, and you see the effects of it on the outside. Okay, so I got this little cutting board, try to get, and I go through these watermelons quite fast. Once again. It's a big one. Got from my brother off the truck. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. And yeah, I do love when I can get me a good seeded one. But sometimes, if you can't get out to the farm, you can't get you don't have a good supplier, Don't let seeded and non-seeded stop you from eating them, okay? Once again, the antioxidants that are involved with watermelon, okay? And if you haven't been following along, you have to follow my water bonds of chemistry, chemistry of life, on the Water Matter, Family Springs Water Matter YouTube channel, okay? Really get into the bonds, chemical bonds, right? And I started talking about atoms, right? So if you don't really understand the terminology of antioxidants and how important those things that is to your body and the prevention of free radicals, then I suggest you check out that video, okay? Because we use the term antioxidants a lot, and we hear it. It's in the blueberries. I'm talking about it in the watermelon. It's in a lot of our fruits and vegetables, and these things help prevent the oxidation of cells. Okay, the oxidizing effect basically, and this is the transferring of electrons. Once again, electrons is the key and essential parts of life. It has to do with the sharing, the donating, the receiving of electrons. All right, so these things are very important to our health, mentally and physically. Okay, so the antioxidants, basically, in short, is helps the prevention of those free radicals. Okay, and when I say free radicals, these are unstable atoms, unstable molecules. Okay. And real quickly, like I said, I described and talked about this in the video, so you really have to check that video out. But the antioxidants, what they're doing with those atoms and those molecules are neutral, okay? But they're unstable because they're looking for 8 electrons, okay, for that outer orbital, okay, that outer shell, the valence shell, okay? So they need 8 to be complete. So this is what the whole elements chart, as far as transitioning from the left side of the element charts to the right side, and why you get an ionic bond such as like salt, where you have sodium and chloride, because they're on opposite sides of the chart, and when one actually gives up another electron, and then you get a ionic bond, or water where it bonds to, hydrogen and hydrogen and oxygen, okay? Where you actually get that natural bond between them two, right? Because everything is chemically and it's changing of electrons. So anytime you have antioxidants involved, they actually donate to the free radical, so the free radical doesn't actually steal electrons from where it's supposed to go. Okay, so it balances those, it neutralizes those out, it keeps them from stealing, okay, electrons from where they actually need to go. That's the purpose of an antioxidant. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't really kind of get into the terminology, and these things you have to look them up. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to tell you, they're going to automatically assume that you know what they're talking about. Okay, I used to hear the term a lot, but I had to look it up, and really kind of understand and dive deep into exactly what it is an antioxidant and their purpose is. Okay, and dealing with alkalinity, it is a very, very strong component of balancing health. Okay, so once again, to get back into it, the fruit snack. I was talking to my daughter about the fruit snacks. We have to get back to giving our kids original fruit snacks, okay? Original fruit snacks. I'm talking about watermelons, berries, bananas, strawberries, all those things that are in that little plastic package, you know what I mean? Get back to giving them the original things, okay? This is what we need to get into, all right? Same thing with, look at this juice. We consume, fruit juice, and at times I have me, some juice. You know what I mean? I haven't had Kool-Aid in a long time, but this is the original juice. This is fruit juice. You see this water that come up out of here? This water, all the potassium and the bunch of minerals that are packed into a watermelon or a banana, you know what I mean? That those things, those different types of minerals and vitamins that are in this, those are the same things that they're trying to put in those fruit drinks, okay? But with all the sugar involved in it. If you was to go ahead and eat you some fruit with your dinner, with your breakfast or lunch or however you want to have it, instead of drinking some juice, I guarantee you your body will appreciate that a lot more. I'm out here waving this knife at you. I bet you your body will appreciate that a lot more, right? Because now I sell alkaline water. There's times that you are actually supposed to drink alkaline water, okay? You drink it in the morning, when your urine is very concentrated and you're looking quickly to put those minerals back into your body, okay? You're supposed to drink, 30 to 40 minutes before you get ready to eat, okay? The reason being, now we're talking about alkaline water, right? Alkalinity is a base. Alkaline is a base, okay? So you're neutralizing your stomach acid, okay? That's what it's supposed to do. It's effective, okay? So if you're neutralizing your stomach acid, and the stomach acid has an important job as far as breaking down and protecting what's about to go into your intestines and so forth, so you don't get a bunch of different germs and different toxins and so forth. So that acid is there and meant to be there in your stomach for a reason. There's no sense of neutralizing that and then starting to pack food inside there, okay? So there's a reason why you're not supposed to be drinking water and alkaline water during the times that you're about to eat, okay? You drink that either 30 to 40 minutes before or 30 to 40 minutes afterwards. That's when you're supposed to be drinking, okay? So if you are thirsty, per se, while eating a dinner or something like that, cut you up some fruit. Get the Mother's Nature's real fruit juice, okay? This is the point I'm trying to make. Look, I don't show much of my face, but you have to look at what's going on. The amount of juice that are jam-packed in the minerals and vitamins that are exactly what your body needs. It's all loaded. and it's all right here. So why take something that was chemically made and manufactured to supposedly give you the benefits when you can just go ahead and get it yourself, naturally, the way your body is intended to take it and consume it, okay? So once again, this is the Alkaline Man just talking to you about the natural effects of chemicals that we're supposed to, intake into our body, because it's all about chemical bonding, right? So I want my body to actually accept the bonds that it's meant to connect with, right? And these are the natural bonds that I'm talking about. All right, so once again, stay light, stay true to yourself, and speak back more with you later on a later date. Peace and love.